Welcome to this week's G.I. Joe toy review. Where this week we are starting out the regular reviews for this year with Double Clutch, the driver of the G.I. Joe Vamp, which we got a small look at him over on Cobra Island on the Vamp video yesterday for New Year's. So we are looking at Double Clutch. We are really hitting home runs so far this year on Cobra Island so far, and the year just started. It's only the second day in. But before we get to Double Clutch, let's do our special shout-outs of the week, which actually at the end of this video, I will be announcing a new episode that will appear every Monday on this channel, but more on that at the end of the video. But let's do our shout-outs of the week, starting at 48 South Loudon Street, which is the home of Back to the Media video game shop, where you can get all your video games and systems and Game Freeze console and all that, going all the way back to the Atari, all the way up to current systems. And yes, youngins, we had video games back in the 80s. They weren't as cool as what they look like now, but you know, we still had them, and they were cool to us then. But you also get like CDs, records, DVDs, you name it, you can get it from Back to the Media. And if you're looking for toys and collectibles, you can go over to 48 or 115 South Loudon Street, which is Time Traveler Toys and Collectibles, directly diagonal from Back to the Media. Get all your toys and collectibles. Unfortunately, I got the Vamp and Double Clutch from eBay, and shortly after I got it off of eBay, I saw it at Time Travelers. You know, I would say too bad I already got it beforehand, but you know, this is neither near here nor there. But you could actually get this guy and the Vamp from Time Travelers. Unless Charles already sold it, I haven't been there in a while. I need to stop in at some point. But you could definitely get your G.I. Joe and Transformers, He-Man, She-Ra, and Thundercats, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and wrestling figures, and all kinds of toys and collectibles from Time Travelers. And if you're looking for comic books, you can go to 80 Weems Lane to 4-Color Fantasies and hit them up and see what kind of comic books they got there, from Marvel, DC, Image, IDW, all points in between. So definitely go ahead and check them out. I got a lot of G.I. Joe comic books from there, so definitely check them out. And if you're in Winchester and you're looking for a good place to go get some good Jamaican food, go ahead and check out Tropical Islands over on Piccadilly Street, right across the street from Hanley Library. See Lloyd and his wonderful staff and get some good Jamaican food and get some good conversation while you're there. And some good hot reggae music there. Definitely go ahead. It's a good spot to go and get some good eats at and get a good island vibe there. If you're in Winchester and you're looking for a bank to go to, may I suggest Bank of Clark or United Bank. Both of them are really good banks. I've been members of them for a while, so go ahead and check them out. And this channel is a big time supporter of mental health awareness. So check out Healing Grace Counseling Services on 133 Boscawen Street, and see Robert Brown, who was the co-host for my Scorponok video I did yesterday that I posted yesterday for New Year's. You know, he's a very good friend of mine. Like I said in the video, he's basically like a big brother to me. So definitely go and see Rob and see what he's got to offer. If Rob doesn't have what you're looking for, may I suggest going to Northwestern Community Services and seeing what they have to offer. And either way, you can get treatment for everything that ails you. And if you're looking for a bank to go to, may I suggest going to, if you're looking for insurance, like home insurance, car insurance, boat insurance, renter's insurance, just insurance in general, go and check out State Farm, and like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And being that this is New Year's and I'm down at Sheetz, I'm adding Sheetz as the newest shout-out of the week. So if you ever want some good gas, need some gas and some good made-to-order food like sliders and little personal flat pizzas and hot dogs, you can get two for $1. You can just get just about anything there. I even got my big boy Kidney Buster soda from here. but you get 85-cent refills on it. So hey, it works. So definitely go ahead and check out Sheetz. Why the Sheetz not? So definitely check them out. So let's go ahead and look at time to look at Clutch. We're going to start with his file card, and it says Vamp Driver, codename Double Clutch, with a picture of Double Clutch right there. Of course, he had to do Double Clutch just so that because of the trademark, I believe. But it says file name Steinberg Lance J. Primary military specialty is transportation. Secondary military specialty is infantry. Birthplace is Asbury Park, New Jersey. And if you're a wrestling fan, that's the same birthplace as Bam Bam Bigelow. May he rest in peace. And his grade is E4. And the text reads, Double Clutch was a mechanic at Manny's Mean Machines and was heavily involved in racing street machines prior to enlistment. Naturally gravitating toward anything with lots of horsepower, Double Clutch can drive any ground vehicle so that you get where you're going fast and in one piece, and with as much engine roar as possible. The street racer in him comes out when Cobra forces are closing in on all sides. That's when Double Clutch slams the Vamp into high gear, leaving the enemy eating dust 10 miles back and wondering what happened. Quote at the bottom says, I can drive in and out of a hot spot before Cobra even has a chance to shift into second gear. You know, he used to talk a lot about Clutch, you know, his racing background, how he was a mechanic at Manny's Mean Machines, and was heavily involved in street racing. And which is actually pretty cool, you know, but it doesn't talk about how when he was introduced in the comic book in issue 1, how he was a big-time, somewhat chauvinistic ladies' man flirt, especially when he would always hit on Scarlett, always referred to women as chicks. You know, I always kind of liked how the whole thing where he was trying to mac on Scarlett. But see, if you're into the comic book, you know she was in the Snake Eyes in the comic book, and then the Duke in the cartoon show. So Clutch really ain't stand a chance. You know, the Macho Man and the silent mystery guy had more of an interest, had more of Scarlett's interest in the chauvinistic pig in Clutch. But taking a look at Clutch, he's got his brunette hair, beard, mustache, you know, and his head can rotate it wiggly wobbly. But I like his green uniform, basic green uniform. I think it's pretty cool with the black holster that's strapped around. And he's got his brown boots, got his black knife sleeve, and his brown gun holster right there on his pants leg. And his arms I already did the head, so his arms can basically race up to there. It can rotate all the way around, full 360. Can bend at the elbow. That's why it's rotated the elbow. You can rotate at the wrist. He does have the ab crunch feature, but because of the web gears, kind of hindered. And his legs can basically split about that far. Not really much of a gymnast, being from Asbury Park, New Jersey. You know, if you're watching this and you're living in Asbury Park, and I don't mean no offense by that. It's just inside. It's just a little New Jersey joke. Yeah. So if you live in New Jersey, don't come for me. But he does have the double knee joint. He does have the ankle pivot. And his ankle can rotate. You know, the perfect full 360. So let's go ahead and take a look at him in his all geared up with his. We haven't looked at his accessories yet. So let's go ahead and look at his accessories. He does have his figure stand, codename Clutch on the front, upraised Cobra logo, or G.I. Joe logo. I'm kind of glad they got Clutch on the front on his figure stand instead of Double Clutch. He also comes with a hand pistol. He also comes with a knife. And he does come with a helmet, the standard G.I. Joe helmet. And no, I'm not going to be doing the figure before the accessories first, but today, which is backwards day. So let's go ahead and look at Clutch in his geared up in his battle gear. So here's Clutch all geared up for battle. You know, I kind of like the design. I mean, you can't really say too much about it being, you know, he is based on the original vintage from 1982. You know, so you can't say too much about him being, looking this kind of way, because this is kind of what G.I. Joe's looked like in 1982 in a way, or more of an updated version of that. But I think it's really good. This is a really good sculpted figure. You know, I kind of like the character. I kind of like the comic book chauvinistic kind of attitude. I'm not saying that being a chauvinistic is a good thing, because it's really not. But, you know, I just kind of like that. It really shows the range and how the characters are how these characters, the G.I. Joe team, really differ from one another. Even though they're the vintage, it is explained through Hooded Cobra Commander and Form BX-257 how each one of the original 13 G.I. Joes shared body parts. You know, with just different paint apps to really make them look different. But, but they all had the same, a lot of them had to share the same parts. But so you can't really expect too much difference. You know, it was a toy line. They didn't know it was going to take off like it did. It was this G.I. Joe at the time in 1982 was a relaunch. So it's really hard to see if like the kids in that generation would adapt to a relaunched toy that was really popular in the 60s. Which, actually, I'm glad it did, you know, and actually formed what it's become now. And still have a huge fan base with all of us 40-something-year-old guys later. But G.I. Joe is awesome. 40 years later, it being such a big toy line still to this day, having a successful toy line, 3 different reboots of the toy line. Now the 4th with if you count the Classified series. Several iterations of the cartoon, starting from Sunbow, going into Deke, going into all the other animation companies that did the cartoon. And then you got, you know, the toys and the vehicles, like I said before. And then you got 3 live-action movies that were somewhat successful, quasi-good, 2 high-rated comic book series through Marvel and through IDW and Image. You know, G.I. Joe has really taken off and really became something unique and very, very awesome. So I really thank God that we still have a G.I. Joe toy line. You know, some of these young people can see what we had as children back in the day. But back in our day. Even us has seen the 12-inch figures from G.I. Joe from the 60s and 70s. You know, we can have more of an appreciation for that as us being adult collectors now. You know, it's really cool to have stuff. So, but Double Clutch is a top tier figure in my opinion. You know, because he was one of the original 13 Joes. You know, very, very good character, very in-depth personality with this guy, and which I can do to respect having such a in-depth character. So, but this has been Cobra Island. But before I go, but I would say check out Form BX-257 and Hooded Cobra Commander and 788 and Joe Fan 82 to watch all of their vintage versions of Clutch and the Vamp. So definitely check them out. And like I said, I have a special announcement for this channel starting Monday, January the 8th. I am starting a new episode on this channel. They can be up to 3 episodes a week. I think I mentioned it on New Year's Day, but this is really the official announcement that I will be reviewing cartoon series on Mondays. Giving my per episode review on different cartoon shows, starting with Transformers, but I'll be including G.I. Joe and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Thundercats and Silverhawks and all points in between. And I will be going an episode a week for reviewing each episode on a weekly basis. So I'll be doing an episode at a time once a week. So definitely check that out. like, share, and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, hit the thumbs down. I mean, it's your prerogative. So go ahead and check out my all 3 episodes. You know, so definitely check them out. And I am hoping to gain several more viewers, subscribers off of this. So definitely put the word out to all you that are watching Cobra Island. Go ahead and make the shout out to the people to let them know what's going on. So and starting this Sunday, I'll be continuing my Clash of the Titans for Transformers, but I'm going to be starting with a combiner, starting with Hotshot off of the Protectobot. So check that out. So tune in next week as we do Cobra Commander next week. So definitely check that out, and see you in the next one. Peace, love, and hair grease. And now you know, and knowing is head to battle. See you in the next one.